What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Midday Motivations, where it's our goal to motivate, encourage, and inspire you into the rest of your day. My name is Derek Kerber, lead pastor, reach the next generation, impact the culture with the love of Christ. Today, as I was getting ready, I had a bunch of pastors here from our local community, and they came out and checked out our new church, and we had a meeting just to talk about what's going on in our churches, what kind of outreaches are we doing, how can we help each other, and it was a great and awesome time. And as I was picking up from that, I was trying to think of what I was going to do for midday. And the phrase came into my head when I asked the Lord, I said, what are we going to talk about? And it was the beauty and the beast. And I wanted to talk on this subject because I want to see, like, in the story of the beauty and the beast, there's this one story, but there's two characters. Obviously, it's the beauty. Obviously, it's the beast. And there's this notion going back and forth as the beauty falls in love with the beast, and there's hidden secrets, and there's this and there's that, whatever it may be. But I wanted to talk about when it comes to our life and how we process our life out, is many of us are trying to go through life to do the absolute best possible way that we can, to only embrace the beauty and only find the beauty and only get into the beauty portion of it, meaning that I won't get into a relationship if there's any beasts. I only want some beauty out of that relationship. I won't take a job unless it's all beauty. I won't go to this church unless it's all beauty. And what I want to do is I want to talk to us really today about the importance of persistence. When it comes to persistence, we need to develop that in our life. And if we don't, every relationship, job, friend will be as shallow as it possibly can be. And I don't want just a bunch of puddled relationships. I don't want little shallow, little here, little there. I want us to develop relationships that go deep. And I know I've said this so many different times, but I truly feel that the greatest definition of love is to know everything about somebody and choose to love them anyway. Many times you hear the phrase, like, the more you learn about me, you ain't gonna like me, right? The more you know, the less you're gonna love. And I really feel I heard this first from Stephen Furtick. He challenged that in my life because that's what I heard in Bible college, is like, the guy preaching was talking about how we like our righteousness of filthy rags. Like, don't look to me if you're looking for salvation, only look to Jesus. And then he made the comment, like, if you got to know more about me, you probably wouldn't like me. And I always thought that was, yeah, that's right. Don't let anybody don't let everybody in, that whole thing. I only talk about the beauty, but there's some beasts down in there. And whenever Furtick challenged that, he was doing a talk to one of his to a bunch of his interns, and he was doing a message to them talking about, listen, we have a culture here at Elevation Church, like, the more we get to know each other, the more we love each other. And he was explaining why. He's like, when it comes to this idea of love, we should have, because love is a choice, right? Like, if you're hiding something from somebody, they're really not loving you. They're love you masks. They love what you're portraying. They love it. And in the story, the beauty of the beast, the beauty saw something deeper than the fur and the horns and whatever it may be. She says something deeper. And this is the idea when it comes into our life. We can't just take the beauty without the beast. True love is knowing everything about that person, action, business, church, everything, but loving it anyway. This is what happens when people will go to a job and they don't like the job, then they leave to go to another job, and we can find out, oh God, I thought you were working over here. No, they're over here. Now they're over there. People that go to church, you don't go to church over here. You go to church over here. You go to church over there. And then you listen to this ministry over here, and all of a sudden you find you're listening to this prophetic guy over here. It's just all over the board. It's because we've not learned to be persistent and planted. And in the story of the beauty of the beast, I want us to have this idea and this notion of being persistent, to take the beauty with the beast. Because in every beauty, there's always a beast. But within every beast, there's always beauty. This is the part that many of us don't like, is when we embrace the beauty until we find the beast. That's why marriages end so quickly. They end with divorce, because In the beginning, it was beautiful. In the beginning, it was wonderful until you started realizing that this is happening and that is happening, and that they do this and then they do that. Then the beast starts to rear its ugly head, and we run because we don't want to deal with the beast. We wanted the beauty. But the greatest way for you to establish lasting and meaningful relationships is to quit running away from the beast, embrace it, and find the beauty in the middle of the beast. And the relationships are developed. They're not ones that you just go say, hey, how's it going? Oh, things are great. We're wonderful, great friends. But really, have you had a fight? I've learned over the last couple of years is that I can't open up to, like, I had one guy who just never mind. I won't even go into that. But you you don't know somebody until you've had a fight with them, and it is really truly friends until you've had a disagreement. You've had some beasts, and you are able to turn some beauty from that beast. The reason why my staff right now is our staff is because we've had some beastly fights. We've had some confrontation. We've had some talks that we disagreed on. But in the middle of those talks, we were able to find the beauty of it, compromise, and move forward in our relationships. And what that does is it ties us a little closer together. Because if someone comes in talking about this or talking about that, I can say, you a liar. Because I know the beauty and the beast of that person. I don't know them on just a surface level. If someone was to come to me and start accusing my wife of something, I'd be like, no, you lie. You lie, because I know her. I know the beauty and I know the beast. She knows my beauty, but she also knows my beast, because we were persistent to say, what I meant, I will do till death do us part. And this is why so many people don't grow in their relationship with God, is because they want the beauty of God, but they don't want the beast of life. They want the beauty of, oh, my God will supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory, but yet you're 4 months behind on your car payment. Well, guess what? Did he tell you to get the car? Did he tell you to go buy that house? Did he tell you to take that job that promises more money, but yet it'll rob you of all your time with your kids? Did he? Did he? Did he? We want all the beauty of God, but we also want to be able to do our own thing. And so there's some things that we need to understand about God, understand about relationships that brings persistence. That I love God no matter what, that I will do anything for him, and I know he will do anything for me because he's a loving God, and I love him, and he loves me. And this is where we need to be persistent. Don't just search for the beauty and run when the beast shows up. Embrace the beauty just like you would have embrace the beast just like you would have embraced the beauty. And with that being said, there's so many scriptures that I could pull out when it says just live it at the best that you possibly can be. Live at peace with one another. You know, there's going to be some things that you can't live at peace with because they're unpeaceable. There's no way you can. So you just sometimes got to cut ties with it and be like, listen, I tried my best. That's all I got. But you need to learn, just because it's not going well doesn't mean it's a horrible, wretched thing. Keep fighting. Find the beauty in the beast, and let's move and be persistent in our relationships, right? Don't be a runner. Be a follower of Jesus. He never ran from the Sadducees or the Pharisees. Never, ever, ever did. He always combated them. He went to the temple to preach where they were. He went to the mountains. They followed him there. He went to the wilderness. They followed him there. Everywhere he went, they followed him, and he wasn't like, he also didn't walk away from that, because he constantly went to the temple, went to Jerusalem, and confronted the beasts. And he brought the greatest beauty to this world that anyone has ever seen. And with that being said, I want to encourage you. Let's push. Push past the beast of insecurity. Push past the beast of, what's the word I'm looking for? Fear, anxiety, trembling, unknown. Like, you're never going to know until you test it. And the reason why you're not testing it is because you're scared of the beast of failure. Maybe that's the beast you got to unlock today. Because in order for you to thrive, to succeed, is you got to know what doesn't work. So many people are trying to figure out what does work, and they're throwing out what doesn't. Well, listen, what doesn't tells you a really good lesson on what doesn't work. Try something else. And so because we have this fear of what doesn't work, we never try it at all. Let me tell you this, until you try it, you'll never know what's going to work. Until you try coming to a physical church, You'll never know how it works. Unless you try God, go all in your relationship with him, you never know if it's going to work. Tiptoeing, like you're never going to be saturated sticking your toe in the pool. You got to jump all in. You got to jump all in. So I would encourage you today. Don't run from the beast. Embrace the beast. Find his beauty. And with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I love you. Be persistent. Don't give in. Even if you're not feeling good, like, oh, poor me, this. Don't do it. God's got your back. I love you all. God bless you. And you have a great rest of your day. Let me get to the chat. I want to say hello to everybody. Deborah, Thomas, Cindy, y'all are amazing. And everybody else in here that I can't. Have a great rest of your day, and that your church finds the right pastor. That's a huge thing. A huge thing. Praying for you. Love y'all. Have a